Okay, we're in the garage, and hiding here is our water heater. And it's 70 gallons. It's about 7 years. Water heaters last about 10 years. A 70-gallon water heater, you would think it would last a little longer. And we're down in the garage. This is the northeast corner of the house. The Jack and Jill bathroom upstairs over on the west side of the house, the northeast corner to the west side of the house. It takes a little while for the hot water to get over there. I'm not seeing a circulating pump or anything, so just know that. We have a sediment trap for our gas piping. It's electronic ignition, so I don't have to move any of this stuff to look underneath there. We do have a safety pan, and the safety pan and the temperature pressure relief valve drain line, they drain out together. Alright, we have, I can see from here that we've got our dielectric unions. We've got an expansion tank, and behind the expansion tank I can see a shutoff valve. And what I'm not seeing, and it might be there, but I'm not seeing a care and use manual. The piping coming to the water heater, see how it's insulated around the tank, around the expansion tank? It should go all the way down to the dielectric union. Not actually to the tank, but all this connector should have been insulated. All this connector, so the insulation comes up for a ways, all the way to the dielectric union should be insulated. And then the temperature pressure relief valve itself should be insulated. And then we've got this corrugated connector for the drain piping. And I gotta say, a lot of home inspectors will go like, oh man, flexible drain pipe, ooh, flexible drain pipe. And that's just not the case. It's just not the case. The case is that the end point should not be threaded. Now both of these drains, for the pan and for the drain, they go out and they terminate about 4 inches above the ground on the other side of this wall. So they terminate fine, and neither one of them are threaded. So now there is some argument about taking a nipple like this, a double end nipple, and that's threaded. But you had to thread something in there anyway, and that's not the end. The end is not threaded. So surely I can come up with something to say about this bad boy, except for it takes a long time for the hot water to get to the Jack and Jill. Surely I can come up with something. You can do this, bud. So, and here's our data plate right here. You can read all the gory details. Alright. Well, the temperature pressure relief valve is supposed to be insulated. We're supposed to have more insulation on the water supply lines. And we're supposed to have a vacuum break inside the same room as the water heater. And we should have a care and use manual. Those are the things. We don't have a care and use manual, so woe is me. Okay? That should be insulated. And that's actually a pretty good thing. That's going to save you, more money than you would think. And then these pipes should be insulated, and I should have an air vacuum in the same room as the water heater. And I hate discounting my work, but it just goes to the other side of the wall, and there's your air vacuum. It's not in the same room, so technically it's incorrect. But what are you going to suffer? Loss of energy on this insulation. That's what you're going to, on those two connectors and on the TMP valve, you're going to suffer loss of energy there. An air vacuum breaker, I would never dissuade my client from seeking perfection. So if you want perfection, that's not it. Okay, there's a better way to install that drain line.